Ron Kirihara, and my favorite planet is Venus, because it's hot like me.
Hi, my name is Max Baumgartner, and my favorite planet is Mars, because that's my favorite sailor moon.
Hi, my name is Akshay, and I like Jupiter because it's really big.
Hi, my name is Abhishek and my favorite planet is Uranus.
Hello there, fellow Earthlings. My name is Christian and my favorite planet is Pluto because it's not.
In our search for extraterrestrial life, the US government sent many probes across the solar system
And beyond. Though there have been multiple space missions in the search for extraterrestrial life, we decided to focus on primarily 3 of them: Cassini, Voyager, and the Viking.
To further understand these 3 missions, we've decided to talk to a series of experts on the matter.
Come join us on our quest.
Rock, paper, scissors.
I think the professor's ready to go see us.
I think you're right. Let's go.
Jack.
Hi.
Oh, hello, Professor.
Hi, how are you guys doing today? Very good. So you guys want to talk about the new lighting flavor they added in this vending machine today?
Actually, Professor, we came to talk about the Viking.
The Viking mission.
Yes.
Oh, that's what you guys are doing. Alright, come to my office. Welcome to my office.
Oh, it smells nice in here.
Yeah, it's a great place. I got promoted here last month. Actually. Thank you.
Okay, Professor, so we want to know what was the main objective for the Viking mission.
Well, the Viking missions is a combination of 2 different orbiters and landers, and we sent them to Mars to get a lot of information about it. So we got a lot of high-resolution photos about the surface of Mars, as well as some information about if there's life on the planet.
Okay, so talking about the objectives, what did the Viking consist of?
Well, so the Viking consisted of, as I said earlier, an orbiter and a lander. And we actually had 2 different Viking missions. We had Viking 1 and Viking 2. So the orbiter would orbit the planet and it would actually take the high-resolution photos. The lander, we would send them onto the surface of the planet to conduct some experiments in finding life on the planet. By the way, do you guys mind if I periscope?
Not at all.
Alright, so what do you guys...
So I want to ask more about the landers.
The landers. So the landers were again on the surface of Mars, and they had a lot of sensors to help us detect what was on the surface. And so some of the things that we had was like 2 360-degree cameras. We had a gas chromatographer to figure out what gases were there. We also had some magnets to determine what the magnet fields were, some wind sensors as well to just figure out some weather patterns, and a few other sensors just to get a good idea of what's going on the surface. We also had a lot of experiments to figure out if there's life. In particular, we had 3 experiments.
So what were the tests?
Well, we had 3 tests, as I said earlier, and we had 3 different teams designing those tests. One was a gas chromatograph, and that was used to, again, to get the gas content. One was a mass spectrometer, and another one was used to figure out if there's any metabolism going on in the Martian soil.
And the results were?
Well, they were inconclusive. And the reason is because the metabolism test actually succeeded. It showed that there might be life on the planet. However, the other 2 failed. And because of that, we're just not sure if there actually is life. Some people do believe that there is life on the planet. The reason is because later on we sent the Phoenix lander onto Mars. And the Phoenix lander detected an oxidative agent in the soil. And it's known that this oxidative agent called perchlorase, when heated up, can kill organic life. And in the test that we did for the Viking mission, we heated up the soil. And so if there was any organic life, it would have been destroyed.
Thank you.
Oh, look, another professor.
Bye, Professor.
See you guys. If you have any more questions, just email me.
Nah.
Oh, how you doing, Professor?
Hi.
How you doing?
Nice to meet you.
We want to ask questions about the Cassini-Huygens missions.
Alright, come into my office.
Okay.
Go. Hey, do you guys mind if I Snapchat?
Not at all.
Alright.
So, Professor, we want to know, how did Cassini-Huygens get its name?
So there's 2 parts to this mission, and one was that Cassini was the Saturn orbiter versus the Higgins was the lander specifically made for Titan.
So, what were the objectives?
So there are several objectives for this mission, and to list a few, one of them was to find more about the rings of Saturn. Another one was determine the origin of dark matter, dark materials on Lapidus's leading hemisphere. Measure the three-dimensional structures and dynamic behavior of the magnetosphere. Study the dynamic behavior of Saturn's atmosphere at cloud level. Study the time variability of Titan's clouds and hazes, and characterize Titan's surface on a regional scale. And the last one was conducted by the Higgins probe.
Okay.
Go.
So, can you tell us more about the Higgins probe?
Sure. The whole mission lasted roughly 150 minutes.
That's 2.5 hours Earth time.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what they reported was when the lander landed, the initial report was that the landing site was similar to a clay-like material, which might have been a thin crust followed by a region of relative uniform consistency. But with a later analysis, the surface is better described as a sand made up of ice grains or snow that might have been frozen on top. And in a later report, they described pebbles on the ground, and these pebbles turned out to be hydrocarbon-coated water ice, and which are somewhat rounded, which indicates that some kind of action of fluids acted upon them.
Well, this is so interesting, Professor. What does this mean that we found water on Titan?
So we did find water on Titan, but we didn't find any evidence of life on Titan. But since we did find water, it is possible that life could exist under the crust of ice that we just found.
Okay.
Or maybe inside the methane lake that was identified on Titan.
So, Professor, you think there's a market here? Titan bottled water market in the future?
Sure.
Look! It's a bird! No! Might be a plane. No! It's another professor!
Oh, let's go.
Alright, we gotta go. Bye, Professor.
Alright, well, if you have any questions, email me.
Nah!
Well, it's time to go on a voyage.
To the Voyager!
Hello there, Professor.
Hi. Nice to meet you. Hey, what's up?
So we came here to talk with you about the Voyager.
Sure, just step into my office.
Okay.
By the way, do you guys mind if I FaceTime?
So, Professor, can you tell us more about the Voyager?
Yeah, sure. So there were actually two different Voyager missions. It was Voyager 1 and Voyager 2. The first one was launched on September 5, 1977, and it was primarily sent to look for more info on just Jupiter and Saturn. But Voyager 2 was launched really quickly after that. It was launched on 2nd August 1977, and what it did was, instead of looking at just Jupiter and Saturn, it went on to look for Uranus and Neptune, and then both of them flew outside the solar system. So it was kind of an added mission, but now they're gonna study things and planets outside the solar system, so it's extra solar system study kind of things, which is just added to the existing missions. And the main feature, which was a part of both the spacecrafts, was a golden disk, which included a lot of info about the human civilization.
Gee willikers, mister. What's on the golden disc?
The golden disk actually has a lot of info about the human civilization. So it has a picture of a man and a woman, it has the location of the Earth, it has music on it by Beethoven.
Beethoven.
Yeah, I know you like it. And it has a lot of different images. It has chemical formulas, it has mathematical formulas, it has physical units like what we use. and it has all the location of the other planets, so that if someone finds it, they know where we live and they can come find us. It's basically us leaving our mark on the universe, and both the aircrafts, both the Voyager missions have a copy of the disk on it, and let's just hope someone finds it soon.
Why would we give our address to random aliens? Aren't you afraid of alien burglars?
See, the Voyager 1 is gonna pass within 1.6 light years of the star called Gliese 445 in around 40,000 years, and you know, there may be someone who could help us, and that's how we leave our mark on the universe.
Well, that was weird. So I guess we found water, we found dirt, but we haven't found life.
Well, I guess all that's left for me is to patent my Titan bottled water.